Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel. Today we're going to be learning how to prompt an LLM to give you the right answer. So we're going to be learning mainly two prompting techniques. One is called chain of thought and the other is called few shot prompting. So there are many methods for prompting in LLM and there are a lot of things to learn about in prompt engineering. But these I feel like are the two most important things you have to know if you want to start learning prompt engineering, and this will heavily help you to improve your prompting skills and allow the LLM to proceed to the correct answer. So let's visualize these prompting techniques in action. So the first prompting technique that we are going to be covering is called chain of thought. Chain of thought is essentially like giving the LLM a notebook. So if I ask you a math question and I ask you to do it mentally, then you may think it would be hard. But if I give you the same math question and I give you a notebook and a pen, then you can write down your calculations and probably will get the correct answer. So, similarly, for LLMs, if they explain their reasoning and proceed through the calculation step by step, they will arrive at the correct answer. So, let us see how this helps LLMs. So here is a logical question that relies mainly on mathematical skills. So now I'm going to prompt it to give the answer directly. So you can see it gave us an answer without showing any calculations, and upon closer inspection we find that this answer is wrong. So John is not supposed to be 70 kgs, he is not supposed to be only 6 feet tall. So the LLM gave us the wrong measurements for these people. So using the same prompt, let us learn how to improve it. So here, instead of just leaving it or asking it to answer directly, I am just appending let's think step by step to the end of the prompt. So now instead of giving us a direct answer, it will show us the calculations. So as you can see, it got through the correct answer. So the weight is actually 50 kilograms and he runs 3.03 kilometers in an hour. So you can see all of the calculations have been shown here. And one more thing about chain of thought reasoning is that we can go through the reasoning process and look through for any mistakes. So for example, it says that Sam's height equals 6 feet plus 1 feet equals 8 feet. So here it gave the correct answer 7 feet. But what if it gave us 8 feet? We can now check through the answer and identify mistakes better. So yeah, this also has some downsides because there are extra tokens needed to give us the explanation. So it will take more time and more cost. But the cost and time difference is negligible and it improves the answer dramatically. But still, this is not useful in all situations. In a lot of situations, even if you ask it to think step by step, it may not arrive at the correct answer. So let's look at a different type of prompting. This is called few shot prompting. So here I'm in AI Studio. You can access AI Studio with aistudio.google.com and you can sign in through your Google account. So once you've signed in, you can see this interface and you can chat with any of these models. So I chose Gamma 2 9B because it's a relatively dumb model. It is not as big as the rest of the models. So I can compare the intelligence of it using few shot prompting and without using few shot prompting. So these are a few questions about paints and pigments. So this is a very you know uh, niche niche topic. So there's not much information about these paints and pigments in the internet. So the smaller models often will get these questions wrong. So what I've done is I have given it four examples with example questions and given it the correct answers for those questions. So then I test it on this final question which compares these pigment codes and it gives us a certain answer. Now this is actually the correct answer, and if we compare it to without using these examples, we get a very different and wrong answer. And so this is especially useful if you want to use smaller models, or if you want to use these models in different scenarios. For example, if you want to use these models in classification purposes, like classifying a certain piece of text or identifying its sentiment, you cannot always use chain of thought. So few shot prompting is a better way of improving the response of the model. So the one interesting thing about it is that you can combine both of these methods and use few shot chain of thought prompting. Essentially, with few shot chain of thought prompting, uh, your answer will also contain chain of thought. So in the examples also there will be chain of thought prompting. Now this is a question that relies on knowledge of pigments. So chain of thought prompting cannot easily be used in this scenario. But if it's something like math questions, like the previous example, then chain of thought prompting would be more effective. One thing about few shot prompting is that it is more useful in scenarios where the model has less knowledge, or in the training data there is less information about that specific domain. So, if you're using the model for medical purposes or legal purposes, I highly recommend you to use few shot prompting because it improves the performance dramatically. I have also tested few shot prompting in logic, and I found that it did not I did not receive that much of a good results, and it was often better to use chain of thought prompting normally. This is because a lot of these models are trained on math problems and they don't necessarily require few shot prompting, but they do require chain of thought prompting to arrive at the correct answer. So I hope this video was helpful to you in prompting LLMs. Yeah, so that's it for today. Please like, share, and subscribe to our channel. And if you want to see more videos like this, please mention that in the comments. Thanks for watching.